Hello everyone, I'm the one true ginger. You already know this. Oh god. This place went through dramatic changes. She's... Wait, can we actually go behind the Golden House now? Hold up. The immediate area behind the Golden House is still classified as in the red zone. Oh my goodness. Shenhe! Oh, there you are.
Oh my god, I can't believe my eyes. How can she lift that massive rock all by herself? She's got to be one of those adepti, surely. Oh, mighty adeptus, please give me your blessing so that in the coming year I may reap a more bountiful salary.
Bitch.
This is top tier in size and quality, and the condition it's in is quite simply immaculate. Congratulations, this item is approved for submission.
Who are you and where is Ganyu?
I'm going to award you full marks for the Sunset Vermilionite item. May I take your name?
My name isn't important. I'm not even here to compete. I was just delivering this for some other people. They should be here any minute now.
Shenhe, and Ningguang's little helper.
Who just so happens to not be Ganyu.
Ah, so you're the ones behind this. No wonder. The rarest talent turns in the rarest plastrite specimen.
You don't want to know what we had to do. It was hell.
But I have to correct you on one point. It's not helper, it's secretary.
Ah. So you're one of those people, huh? Oh boy.
Okay then, Miss Secretary, what do you think of the rock we found? Pretty amazing, right?
Yeah.
In truth, it is the finest piece of plastrite we have received so far.
You're saying you found others?
If everything goes according to plan, we will use this piece in the foundation of the Jade Chamber, which will enable us to proceed to the next stage of construction.
Hey.
As a side note, Lady Ningguang has rented some dwellings in the nearby area to serve as
Oh.
accommodations for the contestants. If you need a place to rest, you are welcome to stay there.
No, thank you. We have a teapot.
Now, please excuse me. As you can see, there is still a lot of work to do on the building site.
I call it the Teapot Terrace. I'm not even going to lie. I have big plans for it, okay? So, how about this? In the Teapot Terrace, I'm gonna have this big long staircase just going up, and then I'm gonna have one even longer coming down. And this is the best bit, okay? I'm gonna have a third staircase that just leads to nowhere. It's just for show. You get me? It's just a flex staircase. Am I building a house or the Infinity Castle? I am quite...
Shenhe, just now on the way over, pretty much everyone was singing your praises.
Oh, really?
What kind of reaction is that? So strange. Aren't you happy about it? Whenever Paimon gets praised, Paimon can't help but hold their head up high and break into a big smug smile.
Are you saying your default smile isn't smug enough?
I've had similar compliments before.
Oh, you don't sound happy about that.
They call me an adeptus, treat me with great deference and respect, as if I'm set apart from the common folk.
So, are you not an adeptus,
Yeah,
or...?
because that's how adepti are. At least the ones we've met are pretty unique and reclusive, too. Way different than normal people.
Are you trying to say you're human?
But I am not.
Oh... That
Shenhe?
So you're human.
I'm fine. I've been exerting myself quite a lot ever since we set foot in that abode. I'm just a little fatigued.
Well, Byron said that there are some makeshift hotels we can use,
Yeah,
right? Let's go check in and take a rest.
yeah. Let's be tucked in.
No need. I simply need to find myself a secluded place in the wilderness to sit and meditate in silence.
You need to sleep. Oh god, I can see the Golden House. Oh god.
You can't do that. It's dangerous out in the wild on your own.
It's dangerous to go alone. Think this.
When you're hungry, you go eat something tasty. And when you're tired, you go lie down in a nice, comfy bed. Alright? Seriously, don't punish yourself like this.
I'd say it, but the flying snack is right.
Okay, if you insist.
Great! Now we're talking. Let's head to our hotel.
A sleep poggers. Sleep pog.
Hi there. Checking in, are we? You're just in time. We only have 2 rooms left.
We'll take one room.
Since this was chosen as the building site for the new Jade Chamber, we've had a constant stream of people in this area. And not just workers either. Visitors, business people, tea sellers, all sorts. So, business is booming for me today. Very few vacancies. You're lucky you got here when you did.
Great!
One of your rooms is still being cleaned. I guess it should be ready within the hour. The other room is just through the door on the left.
God damn it. Where have I heard you?
Here are your keys. All right. Hope you enjoy your stay. Please excuse me, I'll leave you to it.
Why do I just assume? Why does my brain assume everyone is Kellengoth? Help me.
Shenhe, you should go get some rest. We'll hang around outside until the other room's ready. Hyman's gonna go see if there's anything good to eat around here. Hyman couldn't help but notice one of the guests walk in with a huge grilled chicken drumstick before.
You gonna steal it or are you gonna buy it?
Let's buy one for Shenhe too. She can have it as a midnight snack. Or save it for breakfast tomorrow.
All right. I will head to my room for now.
No.
If you need anything, don't hesitate to disturb me. I'm a light sleeper. I will hear if you knock on the door.
Have a good rest, Shenhe.
Mm-hmm. See you tomorrow.
Ah. Why did I skip her?
Hey, isn't that Cloud Retainer? What's she doing here?
I think we know.
Let's go and say hi.
Don't act stupid. I called out that Diluc was actually Batman.
One trusts you have met Shenhe. So, are you getting along quite well?
Quite frankly, I'm half tempted to get on my knee and ask you for her hand in marriage. In other news, she's wonderful.
So far, so good. Yeah. So, you know Shenhe too, Cloud Retainer?
Naturally. Save for Ganyu,
Uh.
who spends the majority of her time in Liyue Harbor. All the Adepti living today are acquainted with Shenhe to some degree.
Cool. So, what's her Adeptus name anyway?
I think that's it.
Calling her Shenhe feels kind of friendly, but also kind of disrespectful. So
She's not an
Hyman's thinking
Adeptus.
maybe it'd be better if we called her by her Adeptus name instead.
Her Adeptus name? Why, pray tell, would Shenhe have an Adeptus name?
Don't all Adepti have a special title
She's
they go by?
I think we would have noticed if she was an Adepti. Everyone has their, like, kind of mark. Ganyu has horns. Yanfei has horns. Zhongli's horn. Zhongli makes me horn. What?
On this latter point, you are correct. However, Shenhe is human.
Oh, right. Wait, what?
Thought so.
What? You knew already? So is Paimon the only one who didn't know?
Yes.
Do you mean to say that she presents differently from ordinary human beings?
Yes.
Well, to start with, her problem-solving methods are extremely direct.
Ah, yes. She was like this all those years ago when one first met her. In this respect, she has not changed.
And she shouldn't.
One first found Shenhe by chance in a cave. One was passing by and sensed the presence of a god's remains.
Hmm?
Being of an ever-vigilant disposition, one entered immediately to inspect the scene.
Oh, sorry, did she kill a god?
Inside was Shenhe, then aged around
Oh.
6 years old. In her hand, she held a dagger with which she was confronting a monster that was the god's remains incarnate.
Oh, I see.
That sounds so dangerous.
Did she win?
When one arrived, she had already been locked in confrontation with this monster for several days.
What?
Most mortal children are fragile, both physically and mentally, and are highly reliant on their parents for survival. But not so her. That she was able to endure such terrible danger was due not only to her strong willpower, but also to the bloodlust and homicidal instinct with which she was born.
I'm going to make myself a ring.
One dealt with the monster, yet she still refused to lower her guard.
Mm.
She even pointed her dagger in one's direction and remained ready to strike. Only after she was satisfied that one had no intention to cause her harm did she finally relent. She then passed out without uttering a single word.
Oh.
In other words, if you hadn't passed by that day, Shenhe might have...
Not necessarily. Upon one's arrival, one could sense that the god's wrath was gradually receding. Even had the stalemate continued, one suspects that Shenhe may have still emerged the victor of the confrontation.
So you're saying that Shenhe could literally just kind of kill a god
That's
at
still so
6 years
dangerous,
old?
though. Why was a tiny little kid battling against the wrath of a god in the first place?
Alas, the mortal world is rife with suffering of every kind, and she had experienced her fair share of this even at a tender age. Seeing that she was homeless, one decided to adopt her.
So when Shenhe talked about her master, she meant...
Indeed, it is one to whom she refers. Shenhe has an extraordinary constitution, making her well adapted to practicing the Adepti arts. All the Adepti cherished her talents, and so we were willing to train her. However, her homicidal urges
Oh.
did not subside with age. Rather, they grew stronger day by day.
Why is it I'm beginning to vibe with her as more minutes pass? And in turn, you do not help. You literally almost committed genocide. We are not overlooking that. You are a bad example.
Mooncarver once performed a divination for her. He declared that her fate is to bear the curse of calamity.
Oh.
Consumed by malevolent energy, she is prone to bring harm to those around her. Such is the magnitude of the danger this poses, that her soul must be bound with red ropes to keep her homicidal instinct
Oh.
at bay.
Right. Should probably let you know that doesn't work.
The red ropes have indeed served to keep her calmer and more content. They also seem to have rendered her somewhat inexpressive. Perhaps the red ropes are so powerful that they have suppressed some of her other emotions as well.
By some, you mean? Is she awake?
It is only by fate that people's paths may cross. Now that Shenhe's path has crossed with yours, please be sure to treasure the gift that fate has given you, and take good care of her.
Thank you.
Oh, now Paimon gets it. You came out here to check up on Shenhe because you were worried about her, didn't you?
Huh. You dare draw such a facile conclusion on the nature of one's present excursion? Incorrect. The truth is that while Liyue Harbor may seem peaceful today, danger is always lurking in the shadows.
That's not ominous at all.
Ningguang once made a bold assertion that this is to be the era of the contract between Liyue and the humans. Well, one is most curious to observe how she will respond to the coming storm.
So something is happening. And you're saying no. You know what? Fair enough. Dainsleif would be happy with this.
If she handles it admirably, one is willing to be a witness to her achievements. But if she does not, the Adepti shall not hesitate to seize control.
Oh, yeah, that's what this is about.
Let us conclude our conversation here for today. One has occupied enough of your time, and night is approaching.
I
Be
think
sure
that
to
night
get
has
ample
passed.
rest.
I think that night has passed. Shenhe.
So, Shenhe,
Master has relayed my situation to you, I take it?
So you did hear us.
oh? How did you know?
Because she's a light sleeper.
I'd intended to wait until you came back before going to sleep, but I didn't hear you come in.
Oh.
I was worried that something may have happened to you, so I went outside to check and caught sight of my master. On top of this, you have been acting very strangely around me this morning, causing me to suspect that my master must have told you everything about me. After all, Master is very talkative.
Pretty sure she just took up 10 minutes of the fucking video.
Sorry, Shenhe. Paimon had you down as an Adeptus this whole time, but it turns out Paimon was wrong.
As usual.
It's okay. I don't mind. The fault is mine for not explaining everything to you sooner, because in my experience, trying to explain is a futile pursuit. Still, though you mistook me for an Adeptus, you never treated me as distant and unapproachable. Instead, you treated me as you would a friend.
I'm slightly brain dead, I won't lie. But if this is where it gets me, I may as well just bash my head against another set of drawers.
For this, I am very grateful indeed.
To be fair, we've met our fair share of real Adepti, too.
Yep, I can kind of just hire my own assassin when needed.
Anyway, now it's settled. From now on, you're our friend. Whether you're an Adeptus or a human isn't the important thing. First and foremost, we're just plain old friends.
Although I have asked for Cloud Retainer's blessing.
Got it. Although I don't know quite what it entails in terms of what I have to do, I must say I like the title friend very much indeed.
Relax. You do whatever you want.
Great! Well, now that we're all rested up, we should start searching for the other 2 items on the list. But before we do
Yeah.
that, let's go to the building site and ask Ningguang's little helper how the progress is going.
Although we're still calling her that.
After all, Sunset Vermilionite is so rare. Paimon doubts many competitors will really be able to find any. If it turns out some of them have given up already, we'll be able to take things a
Nah, I doubt it.
Oh, and another thing. We bought some grilled chicken drumsticks on the way back last night. There was a place just outside.
Of course.
Here's one for you, Shenhua. Try it. They're so good.
I concur. It has a rich flavor, far more agreeable than
Ah.
those I've cooked for myself in the wilderness in the past.
Oh, I just need to climb up real quick. There we go.
Look, look! The jade chamber is floating into the sky!
Oh?
But it seems to be tied down by something.
Well, of course, they still need to build stuff on it.
That's because it's not finished.
Yeah.
Hey, Byron! And hey, Beto! And hey! Person Paimon doesn't know?
I don't really know you two very well, but I'll talk to you.
Given the enormous scale of the Jade Chamber, we split the construction work into 2 phases to make sure the structure remains balanced.
Balanced, okay.
Before we find some suitable plastrite, we build the Jade Chamber's keel at ground level.
Okay.
Once the plastrite is ready, we place it into the keel and let the partially constructed Jade Chamber rise up to the height of the surrounding mountain peaks.
Okay.
The remainder of the construction work is then carried out at that altitude.
Oh.
Once everything is ready, we release the iron tethers and allow the Jade Chamber to rise to its target altitude.
I feel like we're being rude. I don't really know Beidou all that well. I don't know the other one at all, technically. I mean, I've seen the trailers, and there's a few things I might want to explain later. Let's just
Miss
introduce her.
Byron, we've brought some...
The construction work has only been able to progress this rapidly thanks to the plastrite provided by you. Lady Ningguang is most grateful and looks forward to seeing more of your work.
Oh, bye.
Wow, can't believe you sourced the plastrite so quickly. It's the key piece of the puzzle. Looks like you beat us to the punch.
Us? Okay, so she's working with you.
Beto? You're joining the Jade Chamber contest too?
Why, of course, from what I've heard, you're so deep in crippling debt. That you could probably buy yourself a whole new boat.
Sure am. I happened to get my hands on a chunk of sunset vermilionite on a voyage a while back, so I figured I'd bring it over.
Huh. So even though it's rare, we're not the only ones who managed to get a hold of it.
My rage is beginning to boil.
Oh, I've got some introductions to
Oh,
do.
yeah.
This is the renowned Miss Yun, or Yunjin, probably the most famous figure in the Liyue opera scene.
Hi, Yunjin. Nice to meet you.
Greetings.
Greetings to you too.
These two are Paimon and the Traveler, both good buddies of mine. And this is, sorry, not sure we've met.
Not sure I've really met you either, Beidou, but I'll just roll it.
Shenhua. I am their friend.
There we go. You're having a conversation now. Progress.
Good to meet you. A friend of a friend is my friend too. Or, as I like to say, a mate of a crewmate is part of the crew. Miss Yun is also here for the contest. Turns out she needed to borrow a boat, so we came together.
Nice.
It's an honor to finally meet you both. I've heard much about you. Miss Shenhe, though we are only meeting for the first time, I have a feeling that we will get along very well indeed.
Well, you did share a banner.
To be honest with you all, I am in great need of this opportunity to ask Lady Ningguang a question. That's why I joined the contest. Thanks to my father's connections, I was able to acquire a specimen of the plastrite required.
Oh?
Fortunately, it was approved for submission, despite being a little on the diminutive side.
Did your father by any chance pay 500 million more for it?
Wow! So it looks like the three of us are competitors now.
Does Yunjin have a vision? Because if not, I know who I'm shanking first.
Excuse me for prying, Miss Shenhe, but are you competing as well?
Okay, three things. One, she's with us. Two, you do have a vision. And three, Because I know someone is going to watch this. I said Shang King. Stabby stab. I know a certain someone's probably going to watch one of these eventually. So, if you are, fuck yourself.
No, I don't have any questions for Ningguang. I just wanted to help him win.
Hell yeah.
In that case, I have a proposal to make.
Also a Geovision. Aye.
Lady Ningguang said that the first 3 contestants to procure all 3 materials will be awarded the chance to ask a question.
Oh.
Well, there are 3 teams here. We can split the prize between us.
That seems fair enough.
Instead of competing against each other, we could work together to secure the top 3 places between us. What do you think?
That actually sounds like a smart idea. Sure.
Sounds great, but how does it change things exactly?
It doesn't really.
I think I see where you're going with this, Miss Yoon. The plus stripe was the most difficult item to source by a long shot. Luckily, all 3 of us managed to get our hands on it.
Wait, what?
The 2 remaining items aren't quite so rare, so as long as one of us finds a way to source it, the other 2 can hop on the bandwagon.
I love your eye. Hold up. That's a nice color.
How'd I do? Is that what you had in mind?
Precisely.
Huh. Interesting approach.
Yep. There's a ghost squirrel watching us.
Okay then. All right, I'll go first. I have some leads on these wonder cores.
So, what?
From what I've heard, the core itself is really not that difficult to make. The hard part is getting hold of the ore used as raw materials. I'm gonna head back to the ship and ask Suling if he's heard of them. You guys...
We will head into town and seek advice from Master Zhang of Hanfeng's Ironmongers.
Oh,
Thoughts?
yes. Sounds good. Let's go.
Wonderful. We'll split into teams then, and whoever makes progress first brings all of us a step closer to victory.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna take off. See you later.
See ya.
Okay, let's go! By the way, what question are you gonna ask Ningguang Yunjin? I'm looking for a venue to host the performance of our
Oh.
new opera. Lady Ningguang has excellent judgment, so I would like to hear her opinion.
Alright. Alright.
What's the opera called? Paimon wants to go see it.
Simplistic idea for sure. But you know what? I'm vibing with it. She'll probably let you perform on the Jade Chamber when it's
The
done.
opera is a labor of love by my father.
Aww.
He wrote it based on a popular urban legend about an evil spirit and an adeptus.
Why do I have a feeling I know where this is going? Is it about Shenhe?
It's called The Divine Damsel of Devastation.
Oh, she's talking about Shenhe.